Hello and welcome to This Is Gonna Sound Weird. I'm Dana Louise, and this is another energy exercise, and this one is about time. And time is a construct, and I spoke about it earlier in another episode, and I spoke about time in my book about how because we're 3D, we cannot experience everything everywhere all at once, or you would explode or implode. I don't even know how the wormhole of that would look. But because we're 3D, we have to experience time as in pages. But that's not actually what time is. So it's malleable. And as you are creator, you are a child of God. You are divine. You are a whole holy human. I'm trying to system bust this and break us free and break us out of jail so that you can be all you can be, whatever all those things are. So here we go. Imagine a moment where like you're about 10 minutes late and you're driving somewhere. Okay. So you're driving and you're like, oh my God, I'm 10 minutes late. All you have to say is folding time and space. Folding time and space. And if you want to look at some disclosures, you could look at DUNE because that's how they space traveled, was folding time and space. So it's kind of like like string theory, and say there's a point here, Einstein, there's a point here and a point here, and NASA will tell you it's going to take 30 years to go from point A to point B, and that's a bunch of malarkey. Okay, nobody's sitting in a tin can. Here am I sitting in my tin can. That is not how the world works. That is not how other entities come and visit us. You take point A and point B and you put them together. That's called holding space and time. So literally, I'm helping you become an astronaut, that alien astronaut that you are on this planet, because we are all aliens. We are of alien DNA, and we're folding space and time. But here's how you can experience it and shake yourself up and be like, oh my God, no, this didn't happen. And like, please go back to my cloud busting exercise, because that'll like just start to really shake up your world. So here we are. You're driving down the road, and have you ever like, and you're supposed to go to work, but you're kind of in your thoughts about, something else in your life, and your subconscious starts to come forward because you're in a hypnagogic state. You're kind of like off, like you're tuned out for a minute because you're doing these things and it's like a form of hypnosis. And all of a sudden you're going to Aldi's or the library and you're like, shit, I was supposed to take that turn. I gotta go to work, dude. Oh, so that's where you're at. When you're driving, it's like so clear. And that's why it's kind of like, oh, God, driving down the road is hard for me because it's like encountering a bunch of zombies because everybody's like out of their minds, literally. And it's hard for me to drive because I feel I can hear and sense and know everybody's feelings. And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be sideswiped because they're not conscious. So here you are, we're driving along, right? And you're late. This is the time, like even before you get into this, like you're get in the car, like you're turning on your Sirius XM and blah blah, and your Waze, like your maps, blah blah blah. You're like, I gotta get there, and it's like, oh, it's an emergency, whatever the situation. It's in this point that you say, I am folding space and time. I am folding space and time. You don't have to say it for the whole entire time. You just put this into motion, energy in motion, and you have a lot of energy because you're like, I need to fold space and time. And you go about your business. And I don't know how. It's kind of like popping my frontal cortex at the clouds. Like, I don't know how they dissipate. And I don't know. I have more questions than answers. I don't know how you fold space and time, but it's a quantum thing. It's a quantum theory. It's strings, I don't know. And suddenly, instead of being 10, this is my experience, instead of being 5 to 10 minutes late, I'm 2 to 3 minutes early or on time. Like, say I had to be there on the hour and I'm thinking I'm 10 minutes late, I'll be 2 to 3 minutes early. And it's like, how did that happen? And that's another thing. I want to bust it up for you. How did that happen? Play with this. I mean, like, don't be intentionally late, but when it does happen, creator, image in motion, go through those 3D pages, see where you end up, and have fun with it. Because, eating Doritos, going to work, and watching Netflix, I mean, that's not really living. How about participating? So let's participate in your world. Let's remember you are divine, because I guarantee you will come out of any funk that you've ever been in. And now, like I said, you're participating. And how much more fun is that? So we go to the movies, we go to the theater to watch somebody else having an epic life. Maybe you don't have to go to the theater anymore because you're going to have an epic life because now you're participating. And then you're going to be like all excited, you're going to have things to say, and there's going to be energy, emotion, and you're connecting with it, and you're going to be able to change your world, change your life. And that is the gift that I want to give to you. Okay? That is the gift I want to give to you. So stay whole, holy, and human, and come out of the cosmic closet. So till the next video, take care.